Broadcasting from the South Stand at George Allen Field, this is a presentation of 22S Radio, streaming live to the world from the studios of 88.1 KKJZ, Long Beach, Los Angeles. Hello, friends, and welcome to Sunday Night Soccer. I'm JayDe Beaudry, alongside Bruce Kuntz, bringing you all the action from tonight's match between Long Beach State and UC Irvine. It's black and blue rivalry night in the international city as both teams enter off big wins in their respective midweek matchups. Riding a 5-match unbeaten streak that first started in September, Long Beach State strolled past the hapless Highlanders of UC Riverside 3-0, thanks to an early goal from Kaylee Supa and a brace of headers on either side of halftime from sophomore defender Natalie Arnold. UC Irvine have won 4 of their last 5 and are off to a 3-1 start in Big West Conference play, boosted by their latest 2-0 win over UC Davis on Thursday, which featured the first career brace for graduate defender Seuss DeBaker. A win tonight for either side would see them keep pace at the top of a very congested Big West table. Bruce, wins and losses aside, the Beach have been one of the best attacking teams in the conference. Who do you see leading the charge tonight?
JayDe, we should be in good for a good match here. First of all, I'm excited to be behind the microphone for some Beach women's soccer for the first time this season with you. Cherry Cox has made her return to the pitch this year, and she has not missed a beat. She's leading the conference in points despite missing the last 2 games as she was serving a suspension from a red card against New Mexico State. Her re-entry into the lineup should be a big help for Mauricio and Gracia's squad tonight, and this Beach team has a dynamic attack and look to continue it here. They played great in Riverside on Thursday, and they'll be looking to extend their unbeaten streak back at home in this one.
Absolutely, Bruce. Let's run you through the starting lineups from back to front. First for Long Beach State, Aurora Shuck, another start in goal. She's played every single minute this season. Along the back line, it's a back 4 tonight. Connie Yukita back there with Brooklyn Antonucci, Zoe Willis in the middle, and Natalie Arnold as well, who just scored her first 2 career goals for Long Beach State. In the midfield, Julie Lopez, Sherry Cox makes her return alongside Jordan Candelaria, and up front, the freshmen Amira White, Radisson Banks, and Logan Knighty will lead the charge. As for UC Irvine, in goal, Lauren Ziller comes off a single save performance, chasing her 7th shutout of the year tonight. Along the back line for the Anteaters, it's Mahila Perez, Haley Kinnigan, and Seuss DeBaker. In the midfield, the Colombini sisters, Mia and Ella, who have been leading the charge every single week for the Anteaters this season, will pair up wearing the numbers 3 and 4. Ivy Williams, team captain, in there as well. And up front, Clara Sampson will lead the charge with Ariane Harrison Boilier. And there are your starting 11s. Long Beach in white, UC Irvine Anteaters in navy blue with yellow lettering. We are all set for kickoff here at George Allen Field. It's a partially sunny night under the lights, and we are underway. Long Beach attacking from left to right. They're going to launch a long ball straight from kickoff as both teams now fight for possession in the midfield. Long Beach, one of the best defensive teams in the conference so far, having not allowed a single goal through their first 2 matches.
We've got an airplane flyover to get things underway, classic to the George Allen Field experience.
Better believe a lot of flights coming in and out of Long Beach Regional Airport. We'll be periodically interrupting our broadcast tonight. I think it adds to the charm a little bit, Bruce.
I have to agree with you.
Natalie Arnold getting her first touches inside the midfield circle. Passes it back to Candelaria, and Candelaria's long ball forward is cut out. That's Ella Colombini. On the right-hand side of the Anteaters attack, tries a 1-2 with Mariah Villapando, and it'll go out of bounds. Tonight, Bruce, also pink night at George Allen Field. Everyone in a white shirt tonight with a pink bow in their hair. It's been a theme this week throughout Long Beach Athletics, honoring breast cancer awareness and all cancer awareness in October.
Yeah, as you said, we've seen it throughout the weekend. The Beach women's volleyball team were wearing those pink warm-up shirts throughout the weekend as well.
Long ball over the top for the Anteaters. It's going to be Aurora Shuck coming out to claim. Tonight, Aurora Shuck in the highlighter orange goalkeeper's uniform. So far this season has played every single minute, as we mentioned, 27 saves, had 6 against Texas early on in the season, and then since that outburst of 6, hasn't been tested too much, has 3 games this season where she hasn't been forced to make a single save. Last time out against UCR, only 1 came her way, and it was a fairly tame shot from outside the box. So Aurora Shuck might be tested a little bit more tonight by a UC Irvine Anteaters team that's so far 3-1 in conference play.
Yeah, Shuck, the former Washington State transfer, has really made herself a standing point here for Long Beach. As you said, has played every minute so far this season in goal.
And the first action now for Cherry Cox on the left-hand side. Plays a neat 1-2 with Julie Lopez. Lopez, ball over the top to Yukita on the right-hand sideline. Yukita tries to skip past her defender but is dispossessed. Seuss DeBaker. But now Yukita wins the ball back near the right-hand corner flag. Yukita looking for a cross. DeBaker steps in front. And it's the first corner of the night for Long Beach State. From the right-hand side, Connie Yukita, great work to win that one. And now the Beach will pack the box.
Yeah, really quality effort by Yukita in the back, the front right corner there. Just did not give up on that play, and eventually it gives Long Beach a corner.
And a different set-piece routine now as well. Sherry Cox standing over the ball. will deliver a low cross in, doesn't beat the first woman, comes out to Yukita, who tries to send it back in. Artisan Banks giving chase inside the box, but Anteaters able to clear their lines also in the area for that set piece. Should be worth mentioning is the freshman Amira White, who has been the main set piece taker so far this season.
Mia Colombini made a nice play for Irvine there on the corner kick too, denied it from getting anywhere near the goal.
Ball up front, headed away. Sherry Cox in the area fighting for it. Now the Anteaters will look to play it along their back line. Banks giving chase, and the clipped ball won't get past midfield. Amira White now looking to win possession back, but smart pass backwards. We'll see the Anteaters retain it. Just outside the center circle now. Anteaters still possessing. So far, the Beach putting on a really good press, and Sherry Cox now fighting for the ball and winning the throw and dispossessing Stu's to Baker. Anteaters haven't been able to get out of their own half inside 5 minutes as Sherry Cox and Connie Yukita aren't on the same page. It'll be an Irvine throw-in now just outside their own 18-yard box on the left-hand side.
It'll be interesting to see how aggressively Sherry Cox decides to play tonight. As we said in the intro, she's coming back from a 2-game suspension against New Mexico State. That was not particularly characteristic for her, so she might dial up the aggression tonight.
Sherry Cox, one of the greatest goal scorers in Long Beach State history, and a very uncharacteristic red card, as you mentioned, Bruce, against New Mexico State. Happened right here in front of our vantage point. Sherry Cox, to that point in her career, had not picked up a card of any color, but pulled down Ariana Lehmans by the ponytail, had a 1-game suspension up to 2, missed the Big West opener against Hawaii and that game against UC Riverside. But Mauricio Ingracio's team, in her absence, has been able to take care of business.
Yeah, Long Beach could have used her on the field or on the pitch against Hawaii, but that UC Riverside team, Long Beach, was able to take care of business.
Amira White cuts out a pass in the midfield. Now Long Beach will recycle possession. Logan Knighty looking to the midfield for Candelaria, who lets it run for White. White will play a pass out to the left-hand side. Now crossing over midfield is Natalie Arnold. Arnold holds up possession and looks to cut back and is dispossessed. Good foot in there from Villapondo and Ella Colombini. Now the Anteaters look to go the other way. You hear the cheers from the Anteaters bench trying to bring the energy here early on. Ball inside the center circle. Driving forward is Villapondo. Villapondo to the right-hand side. More cheers from the Anteaters bench as now ball is just outside the 18-yard box. 3 white shirts inside, trying to force Simpson back. Simpson still on the ball, now dispossessed. Comes only as far as the top of the 18-yard box. Looking for a pass inside was Ivy Williams. On the outside now, driving forward is Ella Colombini. She's dispossessed. Good foot in there from Logan Knighty, the San Diego State transfer. It'll be a throw-in for the Anteaters. Still 0-0 here inside 5 minutes.
They were trying to go over towards the goal box there on a centering pass, but a nice play by Knighty to deny it.
Logan Knighty's been in and out of the starting lineup so far this season. The San Diego State transfer, as we mentioned, started every game to start the season. Missed a start against Texas and has really been a part of this Long Beach defense that hasn't allowed too many goals since that start of the unbeaten run in September. Now a body goes down inside the box. Referee waves it off from the throw-in. Long Beach still haven't cleared their lines. And now it's clipped away. Going down that time was Trinity Morales, it looks like. Wanted a foul, wasn't going to get it. Anteaters still on the ball inside their own center circle. Switch the point of attack from left to right. Just outside the Long Beach bench, the ball is now played infield. Giving chase is Villapondo. Villapondo near the end line, working one-on-one against Antonucci. And Antonucci puts it out for the first Anteaters corner kick of the game. It looks like the referees now have reversed course. It's going to be a Long Beach goal kick.
Yeah, nice play there by Antonucci to track down the ball in the corner and wind up with Long Beach getting a goal kick. Antonucci making her return this year from a torn ACL that held her out for all of last fall, and the Beach definitely felt her presence getting a return here in this season.
Antonucci's absence, as you mentioned, Bruce, was huge last season. Tore that ACL in the preseason exhibition against USC. Long Beach last season picked to finish second in the Big West coaches poll, but finished well below that when the final standings were all said and done. Antonucci able to return, and she said that injury was one of the best things that could have happened to her. She got to see what happens behind the scenes at Long Beach State. Foul called in the midfield. You hear the cheers. UC Irvine happy with the call. They'll have a free kick just outside the center circle in the attacking half. Looks like they'll stay spread out. Not going to use this as a goal-scoring opportunity. Sitting over the ball, Ivy Williams will play it to the left-hand side for DeBaker. DeBaker surveying options. Now will clip a ball into the 18. Looking for someone to get on the end of it. Long Beach able to step in front, though. And a few deflections, we'll see it go out for a goal kick. UC Irvine trying to play direct off the free kick to no avail. There'll be another goal kick for Aurora Shuck.
After the first couple of minutes were all played on the Irvine side, now Long Beach on the defense.
Still 0-0 inside 10 minutes. The goal kick is played out to the right-hand side of the attack for Yukita. Back infield to Lopez. Will feed it back to Willis. And now Willis will launch a long ball forward. Won't get past half field. A few headers now from the Anteaters. They'll fall to DeBaker. DeBaker, a loose touch to Ukita. Ukita tries to clear it upfield, and the Anteaters able to recover possession.
Ukita's pass caught Cherry Cox as it was on its way across midfield.
Now a deflection. We'll see the ball fall to Radisson Banks. Banks playing in Julie Lopez down the right-hand side. Lopez has space for a cross. Instead, will pull it back. Lopez still dancing. Looks infield. Cox, a loose touch at top of the 18-yard box, and it goes out beyond the end line. Radisson Banks, her first involvement of the game as well. Long Beach, a missed opportunity, but a flash of what they can offer going forward.
Lopez looked like she might have had some daylight to send that for a centering pass, but decided to pull it back, and ball winds up going out behind the end line.
We've seen Long Beach State Bruce play really two kinds of attacking football this season. Either it's neat link up plays in the midfield looking to build out methodically from the back, or it's long ball, no nonsense, straightforward attacking looking for Radisson Banks. That time it was more the latter. Radisson Banks has been on fire to start this season, has continued her fine form, one of the most high-powered attackers in the Big West, currently leads the conference in shots and shots on goal. Is usually displaced as a lone attacker in Mauricio Ingracia's system, and in that game against UC Riverside earlier this week had 2 incredible assists. Long Beach switched the point of attack to Connie Ukita, who plays a neat ball infield to Lopez. Lopez looks to find Radisson Banks inside, but her pass is cut out. Long Beach able to win the second ball.
Haley Klinigan got the denial there.
Ukita infield to Amira White. White looking for Lopez, and that's cleared away by Baker. Willis able to make sure that attack doesn't turn into anything. Gets a header, and it's at the feet of Ukita just outside the center circle. Ukita infield pass to Arnold is cut out. Now Irvine will look to break down the right-hand side. Ariane Hassman-Boiler on the ball. Her pass, though, is cut out by Antonucci. Back and forth football here as we approach the 10-minute mark. Ball fed inside to Radisson Banks. She lets it go. It'll be all the way through to the feet of Lauren Ziller.
Banks down on her knees there after she got her feet tangled up, went down, and wasn't able to get contact on that pass.
Radisson Banks also a fan favorite here for her work ethic. She never stops running. And after her 90-minute performance against Hawaii that ended in a 0-0 draw, a very physical match, she still had nothing but positive things to say about the work ethic of her teammates as well. As the ball finds Banks just outside the center circle, she goes down again. Surrounded by 2 Navy shirts, no call. Sherry Cox now fighting for the ball. It'll be played out of bounds for an Anteaters throw. Radisson Banks with a few frustrated claps, looking to get something going here early for the Long Beach attack.
Banks went down hard that last time. No penalty comes in, though.
Julie Lopez, one-on-one, fighting for the ball. DeBaker now gets the pass backwards and feeds it beyond midfield. Both teams fighting for it around the center circle. A few deflected passes. Now the ball is right outside the Long Beach bench.
Long Beach almost controlled possession there, but a nice header from Heyman Boiler kept UCI with the ball.
UCI play it back now, launch it forward down the right-hand sideline. It's going to be a foot race. Giving chases Antonucci and Hazeman Boiler, but it goes beyond the end line. Another goal kick for Aurora Shuck.
Just over the 10th minute now.
We talk about these recent run of results from UC Irvine. Came into conference play off a strong 2-0 win over Washington State. Played UC Riverside in Irvine at Anteater Stadium, ran out 3-1 winners, a fairly comfortable result for them there. Then they went on the road to Northridge, dropped a 1-0 result to CISA on their first loss of conference play, but since then put together a strong, hard-fought 1-0 win performance against CSU Bakersfield, and then on Thursday, that 2-0 win over UC Davis. Another statement. The early conference schedule for Irvine has been relatively easy by most standards, playing teams that are predicted to finish bottom of the Big West. Long Beach State, really their first test after that CSUN loss.
All that Irvine can do is take care of the schedule that they've got, and they've done a nice job there. 6-3-4 draws overall on the season. They've been solid so far.
Scott Juniper in his 16th season at the helm of UC Irvine. Him and Mauricio Ingracia have met plenty of times over the years. As the ball is played to Connie Ukita, 35 yards from goal, she's going to cut inside. Still with Ukita, she plays it infield to Candelaria. Candelaria twisting and turning, back to Ukita on the right-hand side. Ukita looking infield to Sherry Cox. Cox dispossessed by DeBaker, but Candelaria wins the second ball, sends it forward, and it's cleared away from the top of the 18. In the midfield there to win it, though, is Willis. Sends it right back to the top of the 18. It's headed away and now controlled just outside the center circle. Played to the left-hand side for Mia Colombini. Colombini infield.
Klingen and Willis were playing pass with each other there, a couple in a row.
It's going to be Mia Colombini looking infield. And the offside flag goes up. Looks like that time Hazeman Boiler made the run too early. All right, on Hazeman Boiler, the Oregon transfer. Spent a few seasons on some dismal Oregon Ducks teams and then made the switch this year to UC Irvine. has reaped the reward. Started 12 of 13 games to this point. Has seen her role steadily increase as the season goes on. Ball at the feet of Yukita, 35 yards from goal. Once again looks in field, this time to Lopez. Lopez back out to Yukita. Yukita will now send in a cross, looking for Cherry Cox at the top of the box. It's headed away. Back to the midfield. Irvine able to control. Boiler on the ball. Loose touch, and Candelaria looking to control now. Sends it back to the back line. Logan Knighty skips past midfield. Knighty looking for options. Will send in a rocket to Cherry Cox, who's able to touch it neatly to Amira White. Ball on the left-hand side, just outside the box. 1-2 played. That time between Arnold and Amira White. Goes begging, though, and Irvine able to clear it out. We've seen both teams here, Bruce, early on through 13 minutes. Unable to put a shot on target, but definitely pin each other back inside their own halves.
And we saw on the right side during that last Long Beach pressing attack, Radisson Banks had her arms straight up in the air trying to call for a pass, but her teammates couldn't get it there.
Radisson Banks always the first option going forward in situations like those. Irvine now switch the point of attack from left to right. And a nice sliding challenge is going to deny that time Ella Colombini from getting on the ball. Logan Knighty laying it all out on the line. It'll be an Irvine Anteaters throw-in just outside the Long Beach technical area.
Yeah, Knighty's been pretty involved so far. Another really nice play there.
Knighty steps in front of the throw-in as Long Beach look to win possession back immediately. Now cleared up field. Looking for Radisson Banks. That ball from Brooklyn Antonucci goes all the way through. Now Irvine will play it back to Lauren Ziller. Ziller, the Westminster, California native, sends it beyond midfield on the long through ball. Connie Yukita upfield to Banks. Now Sherry Cox across into the middle, deflected into the arms of Ziller. Radisson Banks was right there. Once again, Long Beach turning defense into attack. That time it was neat link-up play between Connie Yukita, Radisson Banks, and Sherry Cox.
It was a nice effort there. Long Beach just about had something cooking. As you said, Banks was right there in the goal box and almost was able to track that one down before Zeller stepped out and controlled it.
Irvine trying to play out of the back. Long Beach applying a lot of pressure. Near the left sideline, ball's going to be played beyond midfield, and Zoe Willis is going to be the first one to it. Dee Baker giving chase as well. Zoe Willis will send a high ball in just outside the 18-yard box to Banks, who touches it over her defender, and inside the 18, Banks looking to drive forward but is dispossessed. That time stepping in front of her was Haley Kinnigan, her first involvement of the night.
Another savvy move there from Banks, though, able to create a little bit of space, but three different UCI defenders were able to control the ball after that. But Banks, right after she lost possession, kind of slapped her thighs a little bit in frustration. Banks is playing with some emotion here early on in the match.
You see why Banks is such a fan favorite. She just never stops running and really weighs her emotions on her sleeve. It's a real strength of hers to be able to get knocked down and keep going. All it takes is one moment for Radisson Banks to change a game. We saw it in the season opener against Hawaii when she bagged the very first goal of the season, a very similar play to what we just saw. Zoe Willis sending a ball over the top to find the feet of Banks.
You can definitely see Banks always playing with her eye on the prize.
It's Antonucci trying to send a long ball upfield. It's deflected away, so Long Beach will have a throw in about 15 yards inside their own half. Throw goes down the sideline, and Amira White is dispossessed. It'll be a foul against Irvine. Long Beach has a free kick here.
Just right in front of that Long Beach bench over there.
It's a pretty comfortable night here, Bruce, as well. Sun beginning to set. A very hazy sunset behind the pyramid. And in front of us, just on the right side of the parking structure, we see, I believe that's a full moon, if not a 7/8 full moon. Should be in for a beautiful night of soccer here.
Nice 67 degrees here at George Allen Field.
Another foul called this time in the midfield. It'll go against Long Beach State. Neither team through 17 minutes has mustered a shot on goal or really any meaningful opportunity.
It's been a couple of chances for both teams to push the pace, but every time they've done that, possession has been changed. So I think both teams still trying to find their footing here and figure out exactly how aggressive they want to be.
It was last season at Anteater Aquatics Complex and Sports Complex that these two teams played to a 0-0 draw, a very feisty 0-0 draw at that. The stands also beginning to fill up here at George Allen Field. Haven't seen a crowd like this since the season opener, as Long Beach is able to clear the ball away just outside their own 18-yard box. Radisson Banks, the lone attacker, giving chase, so Irvine will send it back down the right-hand sideline. Letting it run is Ella Colombini, but nobody's there to back her up. It'll go all the way through and out for another goal kick for Aurora Shuck.
You have to give credit where it's due. A decent traveling contingent here from Irvine tonight. The bench of Irvine has been loud, and so have the fans over here.
We have a few members of the Irvine Zeta Academy here as well. It's really a staple here at George Allen Field for youth clubs to be active and present in halftime games and during the match as well.
Some pregame too.
So great to see so many young fans at really every single Long Beach State game this season, offering those future ballers and future professionals a chance to witness this special team, a team that has their eyes on eventually making the Big West playoffs and making a run at the conference title. Really everybody on this squad knows that they're good enough to compete with any team in the conference and is unafraid to show it. Ball being fought for on the end line. It'll be now fed forward past midfield, and ranging forward is Columbini. Columbini cross into the box. It's going to go all the way through. It's going to find Mia Columbini on the left-hand side. Columbini sisters have yet to combine on a goal in their UC Irvine Anteaters career. It's Columbini from the left, sending it across in. It's low, deflected. Lopez looking to clear away, but that's cut out and giving chase to the end line, but not getting there is the woman who deflected the ball away, Hazeman Boiler.
Yeah, that might have been the best chance we've seen for either team so far tonight. The crossing pass from Irvine went all the way through, and nobody was there for Long Beach, but luckily for the Peach, Irvine was empty as well. Mia Columbini just couldn't track it down in time to get a shot on goal.
And we apologize if there is any confusion tonight. Mia and Ella Columbini really are two of the best players, full stop, on this Irvine Anteaters team. They've played their entire collegiate career together. Starting in 2022, they've worked their way into the starting lineup, and this season have both been outstanding. Columbini providing 7 assists in her career, and Mia Columbini providing the goals. Unbelievably, though, this season, through all their goal-scoring prowess, they have not been able to link up yet, still waiting on that sister-to-sister connection. The Columbini sisters, the latest in a long line of sisters that have gone through the NCAA at every level. Also incredible students as well. They've made the dean's list and have all academic honors in every single academic quarter. They're both environmental science majors as well.
Family effort.
Ball fed across the top. Antonucci heads away. Long Beach feeds it forward looking for Radisson Banks. It's not going to get there. A half cross is cleared away, though, from Amira White. She's going to send it back over the top for Banks. Banks' first touch pass across the field. Goes to Cherry Cox. Her first touch lets her down, but she's still inside the 18-yard box on the right-hand side. Cherry Cox looking towards the end line. Going to send it across. Deflected away by DeBaker. Another corner for Long Beach State on the right-hand side. It's Radisson Banks and Cherry Cox combining.
Good discipline there for DeBaker to not allow the shot to get on goal, but Long Beach still with a chance here, their second corner so far in the match.
This time Cox won't go over to provide any support to Amira White. We've seen Amira White provide plenty of assists from corners. Most recently on Thursday, she found Natalie Arnold inside the 18. Long Beach has packed the box with 7 white shirts. Amira White, a right-footed delivery from the right-hand side. Raises an arm. Sends it into a dangerous area towards the back post. Arnold rises to head it. Lopez across. Candelaria taps it in at the far post. Set piece perfection from Long Beach State. And it's 1-0 to the hosts inside 20 minutes. Back and forth we've went, Bruce, and somehow, some way, Long Beach able to find the breakthrough. Jordan Candelaria lurking at the back post, able to tap it home.
How about Jordan Candelaria right in the right spot as that ball got tipped on its way into the box. The Albuquerque, New Mexico native finds the goal. As you've said throughout this broadcast, JayDe, not a lot of offense has been found for either of these sides, but now Long Beach finds their way to a corner and converts to move up 1-0.
That play certainly looked at least halfway planned. White sent it to the back post for Julie Lopez, who tried a half shot, half cross outside the box. Candelaria in the perfect position. Really nothing Lauren Ziller could do about it. Long Beach has been dangerous from set pieces so far this season, and Candelaria now has her second goal in the 2025 season.
Nice design from Mauricio Ingracio over 2 decades at the helm here. He definitely knows his way around the goal post.
Candelaria in her 3rd season here at Long Beach State. Like you mentioned, Bruce, the Albuquerque, New Mexico native, has a controversial out-of-bounds call. First went to Irvine, and will now go back to Long Beach State. Right at midfield, Yukita to take it.
Fans got an overrule there.
That's the advantage of such a large home crowd as well, Bruce. Officials getting to feel a little bit of the pressure. Long Beach off the throw and able to possess. Candelaria, fresh off the goal, will play it back to Brooklyn Antonucci. Just inside the center circle, Antonucci still in the ball. Takes a few touches, looks forward for White. White to the left-hand side for Nighty. Nighty, infield, looking for Lopez. Lopez has one defender to beat, will touch it back. Still on the ball is Lopez, and her pass is loose. Back towards midfield, Antonucci just has to clear it forward. Down the sideline, it's headed away, and Irvine can now look to put together an attack of their own.
Heading towards the 22nd minute here. Long Beach ahead 1-0.
Julie Lopez called for the foul, fighting for the second ball. Just went in with a sliding challenge. on her number partner, Ivy Williams. Lucky to escape without a yellow card as there wasn't too many protests from the Irvine captain.
See if Long Beach shifts their plan of attack at all now that they're up by a goal. Potentially fall back into that defense a little bit more conservatively.
We mentioned just how good Long Beach State's defense has been. After conceding 2 goals to UCLA, they really launched this unbeaten streak. 6-0 against Nevada, the big result. But after that, 1-1 against San Diego, 0-0 against Hawaii. They've played some really good offensive teams and haven't let up. Going to see if they keep their foot on the gas here in the first half. JayDe able to dispossess, puts another sliding challenge. No foul called, and Amira White comes away with the second ball. We'll clear it down the left sideline as Long Beach look to regain their shape. Radisson Banks providing pressure, but the ball goes up the sideline nonetheless. Just in front of the Irvine bench, it'll be a throw-in for the Anteaters.
Can circle back to that Candelaria goal, her second of the season so far. Came at a good time for Long Beach to be able to play with the lead now. Still plenty of chances left to come for Irvine to try and even it up.
Long Beach has been aggressive here early on in the midfield as well. Amira White that time winning possession back. Back and forth we go again now at the feet of Antenucci. Plays it just outside the center circle in the Long Beach half to Julie Lopez. Feeds it back to Arnold, who switched over to the right-hand side of the Long Beach defense following that goal. Lopez now clips the ball to Connie Yukita, whose first touch lets her down, and it's cleared up and away into the ESPN camera to our right. It'll be a throw-in for Long Beach State.
Stoic up there on that camera platform.
Gotta be standing for 90 minutes, tracking the action.
Steady hands.
Throw-in goes to Banks in the corner. Banks fighting off 2 defenders, plays it back to Yukita. Yukita plays it back to Arnold. Arnold will now take a touch forward. Looking for a cross into the 18. It's deflected and it'll be low. Nobody giving chase, and D. Baker. Surveying options will now clear it upfield. Won't get past midfield though. Won't even get past Jordan Candelaria. Candelaria able to win the ball and play it back to Antenucci.
Candelaria will play with some confidence moving forward here after her goal.
Candelaria looks like she's also dropped into a deeper holding midfield role. Julie Lopez taking a few steps forward, so some tactical adjustments after that first goal from Mauricio Ingracia. Switching up the midfield, switching up Natalie Arnold's positioning as well. Interesting to see Natalie Arnold and Connie Yukita play on the same side, both on the right side. Now Yukita playing up as a forward, maybe an attacking midfielder, a better name for her role. Long Beach State also switching into a back 3 as we've seen at times this season. So after that goal, wondered if they were going to sit back. It looks like they're keeping their foot on the gas.
As you've already mentioned, defensive strength of this Long Beach team through the first 2 matches in Big West play. They haven't allowed a goal to either Hawaii or UC Riverside.
Both teams on the ball in the midfield. It'll come out to Arnold. He's going to look down the sideline to Amira White, who's given chase. Instead, it'll be Klinigan clearing it away to midfield, where Radisson Banks wins the second ball. Banks tracking back for some defensive duties now, twisting and turning, looking to go down the right-hand sideline. Touches it back to create some space to some oohs and ahs from the George Allen faithful.
Clean move right there.
Sends it back to Julie Lopez, but Lopez can't get there in time. Irvine able to repossess. Stepping in front was Trinity Morales. Now ball over the top down the right-hand side. There's space here for Irvine to break forward. Navy shirt streaming forward, a cut inside the box, and a clearance now hard and away and low from Brooklyn Antenucci. Long Beach look to launch a counterattack now. Logan JayDe meets a hard challenge and is dispossessed. Irvine has it inside their own half.
It's the second time now here in the match that Antenucci has stepped in and put a hard stop to an attack from UC Irvine.
Some more oohs and ahs as Sherry Cox nearly dispossessed Irvine inside their own half. Radisson Banks now giving chase to Ziller, who will clear it upfield. Lauren Ziller hasn't been called on too much. Aside from that set-piece goal she allowed, hasn't had to make a save. Long Beach hasn't put a shot on goal outside of the goal they scored. Irvine tries to play out of the back. It's a throw-in.
As you mentioned, during the goal, that was not a lot that Zeller could have done. It was just a well-designed play for Long Beach, and Zeller was one-on-one with Candelaria. That's not a good spot to be in as a goalie.
Throw-in goes from Yukita to White, who's able to muscle off her defender and find Radisson Banks. Banks on the sideline, twists around her defender. That's DeBaker. Now DeBaker puts in a sliding challenge to put it out of bounds. That's a matchup to watch all night long, Bruce. DeBaker and Banks going head-to-head. Another throw-in as Connie Yukita makes her way down the line.
It's already been physical between those two. We'll see if that continues to scale up as the match goes on.
Long Beach has committed plenty white shirts forward, still trying to keep the ball inside the Irvine attacking third. Candelaria hit her straight into the ground. Instead, it's the Anteaters who come away with it. Hazeman Boiler plays it to the right-hand side. So Long Beach have recovered their defensive shape. A ball goes low down the left-hand side, cut out once again. Fed to the midfield for White. The touch goes beyond her. And now Heisman Boiler will play it to the left-hand side. Colombini has acres of space if she can latch onto the end of it, giving chase all the way to the corner flag. Colombini gets there, plays it back for Villapando. Villapando plays it back further for DeBaker. DeBaker outside the 18, winding up for a shot and taking it. It's deflected away. Will come to Colombini on the left. Colombini dancing, twisting, turning, inside the 18, cutting inside, ripping a shot. Colombini has scored a golazo! What a strike from inside the 18-yard box. We are level at 1 apiece. One heck of a strike from Colombini. The Anteaters are right back in it.
Where did that one come from? Mia Colombini just dribbled her way right into the 18-yard box and let one fly. That was a great move, and Long Beach was not able to get in her way. Mia Colombini with a fantastic goal.
Mia Colombini, that's her 5th goal of the season. She's got 2 game-winning goals in the last 2 games, scored the only goal in that 1-0 win over Bakersfield, and scored what went down as the winner against UC Riverside, the 2nd goal in that matchup tonight, making her 49th career appearance and capping it with a wonder goal. Facing up one-on-one against her was Natalie Arnold, who had switched over from the left to the right-hand side of the defense, just gave Colombini too much time and too much space. Irvine will make a pair of changes now as we're set to kick off once again. Just over 15 minutes to go in the first half, and with their first shot, UC Irvine is level.
Pretty impressive there from Mia Colombini. This senior felt like Long Beach was still in control after their goal, but Mia Colombini all of a sudden evens things up at 1 goal apiece.
From the kickoff, Long Beach will launch it forward again. Common kickoff tactic we've seen this season. Is Zoe Willis looking for a white shirt that streamed forward. Instead, it'll be a throw-in as Irvine clears it away from the top of the box. On the left-hand side, 40 yards from goal, and Logan Knighty looks forward, now back. We'll find Candelaria. Candelaria to Knighty, getting heckled from the Anteaters bench that she's right in front of. Will send in a low cross to the top of the 18. It's cleared away. She was looking for Banks. And now once again, Irvine look to break forward. Flora Sheen, one of the substitutes, gets her first involvement. Once, now twice, is denied. Long Beach can recycle possession along their own back line. Long Beach still looking for some kind of possession to move them forward. Instead, it's played out of bounds, looking for Connie Yukita. Arnold with the loose pass.
Just out of rhythm that time for Long Beach on their own half of the field. Not what you want to see. Gives Irvine a throw-in.
DeBaker takes that throw-in. Long Beach fighting for the second ball, can't win it. It's played over the top. Crucial header, crucial interception from Antonucci. Still inside the Long Beach attacking third as Connie Yukita clears it away near the corner flag. Out only as far as DeBaker, calls for a handball, not going to be awarded. Banks was giving chase, and now Banks is rewarded with a header from the back line. Banks will play it back. Now Arnold looking for a long ball forward. Nobody there in a white shirt to get it. Comes to the feet of Clinigan. Clinigan's ball forward is deflected out of bounds by Connie Yukita.
Still Irvine playing with some confidence here. Long Beach is on their heels since that last goal.
So Fiona Shin coming in off the bench for Ariane Heyman Boiler. First new face in the game for the Anteaters as they break forward once again, and Shuck is forced to step in front and make a diving save. Pounces on top of the ball right before Clara Simpson can put together a finish. Approaching the 30-minute mark, and suddenly I feel like Irvine are the aggressors.
Yeah, Sampson dribbled her way straight through the middle of the field, and that was close to another goal for Irvine. Good job by Aurora Shuck to step in and pounce on it.
Won't go down as a save for Aurora Shuck, but well off her line that time. Commanding that box is now Long Beach once again look to build up from the back. It's sprayed from Candelaria to Arnold to Julie Lopez, who looks to play in Connie Yukita down the right-hand side. Yukita has stayed up in an attacking midfield role, something unfamiliar for the defender by trade. Loose touch from Yukita will see it back into the Long Beach defensive third. Forced into an interception once again is Antonucci. She's been busy through 30 minutes. Yukita now able to take the ball off to Baker. Excellent work. Bit of a height mismatch there as well. Connie Yukita 5'1", Stu Baker 5'9". Irvine wins it back though as Long Beach tried to foray forward.
Julie Lopez lost control of it again there.
Few headers outside the center circle. Irvine comes away with it. Crossing over midfield now. And playing it back to the middle for Ivy Williams. Williams to DeBaker. DeBaker down the line. He's going to find Mia Colombini. Colombini looks infield to DeBaker, who's continued her run. DeBaker tries to send it across the 18-yard box, but it's cut out, and now Irvine will come again. Columbini, first option. Now she drives past Arnold, looking for a low cross to the top of the 18. Half cleared away. Arnold has to latch onto the second ball, getting chased down by a few Navy shirts. Will elect to play it back for Yukita, who has now dropped back just outside the 18. Long Beach trying to play out from the back, hold on to some possession, just slow down the St. Eaters attack at the moment.
There was another quick attack that time from Mia Columbini, but Long Beach was able to step in and prevent another shot on goal like she had on the goal that she scored a few minutes ago.
Both teams giving it their all here in the first half, a very physical first half. Another foul is called, and Long Beach off the free kick will play it and switch the point of attack from left to right. So far, 3 fouls apiece for both sides, as Long Beach can't put together a few passes, and Irvine able to take the throw in quickly near the center circle. Long ball now from Long Beach back towards midfield, won by White. JayDe over the top looking for Radisson Banks. The offside flag goes up before Banks can get on the end of it, and Banks sends that ball back towards the end line. Having a chat with our officials now. Looks like she's going to be lucky to avoid a yellow card for some dissent. I understand why Radisson Banks is so frustrated. Haven't called her name nearly as much tonight as we usually do, Bruce. She's been locked down by the Anteaters back line.
You can tell that the Anteaters have made that a priority to not allow the ball to get to Banks in open field.
Haven't seen any changes yet as well from head coach Mauricio Ingracia. Now's the time where we'd usually see at least 1 or 2 fresh bodies come off the bench. 33 minutes gone, 1-1 between Long Beach State and UC Irvine. Goals from Jordan Candelaria first from a neat set piece routine, and then Mia Columbini with the response. Like we also said, Bruce, a sizable crowd. Now everybody has filled in the stands, and some of the Long Beach faithful are electing to stand on the side of the bleachers as well. That's just how many people are here tonight. Everyone just picking out their ideal vantage point to take in the rest of this match. Night has fallen as well. Clouds have turned from hazy yellow and orange and pink to now a light blue that nearly resembles the Anteaters uniforms. Temperatures dropped a few degrees as well.
And you can see that nearly full moon poking out right behind the stadium lights.
Long Beach takes the free kick, sends it towards the top of the 18-yard box. It was Antonucci who sent it forward. Irvine able to recover, win the second ball, and now they have it near the midfield circle. Good step in by Julie Lopez, wins possession back, and Sherry Cox once again gets involved. She's been kept quiet as well. Long ball fed forward by JayDe, looking for Banks. Banks isn't there, though. Was pushed off by Clinigan that time, and Clinigan sends the ball forward towards midfield.
That long ball was just a little too strong. Banks had to back off before she could track it down.
Both teams electing to go for the long ball as another one is played down the right-hand sideline and out of bounds. Making the run that time was Clara Simpson, and now the first substitution of the match. Out goes Amira White. In comes McKenna Irvine. What a story McKenna Irvine has become this season. After an injury kept her out all of last season, and she was introduced back onto the pitch with a sizable brace on that left leg. So many months of recovery from that long-term injury. She has now made her way into the rotation, made her comeback against Hawaii, played 20 minutes, got 34 minutes against Irvine, and now comes in the first half for the first time this season to replace Amira White. Irvine go forward, and Julie Lopez puts in a strong tackle. Ball fed forward to Sherry Cox. Cox dispossessed, and Irvine another long ball. This time will hit just in front of the Long Beach bench, and fighting for the ball, it looked like it was Antonucci, and a shove in the back comes in from the Irvine substitute. I believe that's Corey Piquel. Long Beach wins a free kick.
Was Piquel over on that far side? She just subbed in during this last round.
Corey Piquel, her first involvement is a yellow card brandished by the officials. Piquel, 5'5" redshirt sophomore defender, native of San Jose, California. Began the season as an every game starter, has since moved into the rotation, getting less than 45 minutes beyond those first 7 games of the season.
Your neck of the woods in San Jose.
A little up north, more the proper Bay Area. Home of the Earthquakes and Bay FC. Ball forward over the top now. Banks is going to get there. Inside the 18. Banks goes down. No call from the referee. And Radisson Banks isn't protesting. It looks like she slipped. Finally, a long ball over the top finds the feet of Radisson Banks. Splits the center backs. And Radisson Banks has her head in her hands.
That one was close for Banks, but a nice job by Ziller to recognize it, step up, and get down there.
Radisson Banks isn't going to miss those opportunities twice.
Irvine also was in the area if Banks had been able to control it and potentially go for a rebound.
Lopez with a hard challenge in the midfield, able to win the ball back. Radisson Banks frustrated now as Connie Yukita tried to play her in down the right-hand side. Banks was making the run centrally. More frustration in the first half from Radisson Banks. This is her style of play. Wears her heart on her sleeve and see her visibly frustrated, especially after missing that last chance. Hoping to reset and refocus with 10 minutes to play in this first half.
Yeah, Banks plays with plenty of emotion. That's no secret. She's showing it here. It's continued to scale up as this match has gone on, and she's feeling like she should be more involved.
Irvine plays a 1-2 that results in a long ball. Zoe Willis fighting for possession but won't need to chase down the second ball. Offside flag goes up against Irvine. Willis will take this free kick. Zoe Willis, Bruce, a player we haven't mentioned too much tonight, and that's really a good thing if you're a center back. Willis last year was the only field player to play every single minute, the Iron Woman of this Long Beach back line. Yeah,
she's anchored a good defensive team here for Long Beach, along with Brooklyn Antonucci making her return from injury.
Here's Willis, long clip ball over the top. McKenna Irvine is there inside the 18. Irvine is going to get on the end of it. Irvine slips, stumbles, tries to get on the end of the bouncing ball inside the 18. Is able to win a corner, but McKenna Irvine, Bruce, saw the bright lights, and those lights were too bright. Now Long Beach readies a double change before the corner.
Yeah, things sped up there on Irvine as she saw greener pastures, but then stumbled. It's a good recovery to at least get the corner kick for her, as that was almost a catastrophe on a missed opportunity.
We mentioned that this is the time for substitutions. Mauricio Ingracia switching things up now. Off goes Sherry Cox and Radisson Banks. In comes Natel El Mockbell. I believe Kaylee Supa will take up responsibilities. Yes, it is Supa inside the 18 now, fresh off the opening goal she scored against UC Irvine. Now Natel El Mockbell, the freshman, will take up set piece responsibilities. It'll be a left-footed in-swinging delivery from the right-hand corner flag. El Mockbell whips it in to the back post. Three white shirts rise for a header. None can get there. Lopez chasing it down still. Will send it back towards El Mockbell in the corner. El Mockbell will get there. El Mockbell, one-on-one. She likes to dance here. Will cut back infield. Now send it back to the top of the box. Willis has to come all the way from midfield to get there. Switch to the point of attack to Nighty, and Nighty bouncing ball inside the 18, and Ziller collects.
Got close there for Ziller, backing right into her own goal. Had to hold her arms way out in front of her to keep that ball from tracking right into the goal with her.
I think that'll officially go down as a save, as Lauren Ziller just couldn't handle the bouncing ball. 38th minute now, still knotted up at 1 apiece. Irvine wins a throw. They launch the long ball forward and fight for a few headers.
There was a centering pass made during that last attack by El Mockbell that looked like it was practically going right for the official. Had to get out of the way. Eventually Willis came in and got a touch.
Natel El Mockbell, such a game changer for Mauricio Ingracia. Started a few games this season. Has come off the bench, as she has tonight. A few game-winning goals to her name already as a freshman. Scored the game winner in the season opener against Hawaii, and a fantastic goal against New Mexico State when Long Beach needed a hero down to 10 women. As here goes Irvine. It's Shum looking for a cross inside the 18. Deflected. Antonucci able to save a corner, but concede a throw in. Fiona Shum causing some problems on the right-hand side for Irvine. And now another substitution coming for the Anteaters.
Another good play by Antonucci to get in the way of a centering pass.
Out goes Sampson for UC Irvine. In comes Mara Chacon, 5'5" freshman. Off the throw-in inside the 18. Looking for a Navy shirt. Shum on the ball. A few neat touches, sends it across. A header from Chacon, collected by Aurora Shuck in the goal mouth. Chacon thrust into the action immediately, unmarked inside the 6. Couldn't make the most of the header. Shuck comes away with it.
Yeah, that was a close one there. Chacon had the header go a little bit too high in the air. If she kept that one on a bit of a shorter line, would have been a tough save for Shuck, but she's able to get there.
That last exchange where Ziller had to make an awkward claim does officially go down as a save. Ziller tonight, 2 saves to her name as Irvine has another throw. It's going to be 35 yards from goal on the left sideline. Susta Baker is going to take it, native of the Netherlands, born and raised in Amsterdam. One of 2 international students on this Irvine roster. Long Beach able to win the second ball and send it out. It'll be another throw, and DeBaker will repeat the trick.
A lot of international athletes in the Big West.
DeBaker lining up for the throw here. into the 40th minute. 5 to go in this first half. Looking down the line, Chacon fighting for it. Looks like a foul is going to be called for a high boot on Chacon. And Long Beach will get a free kick. What a live wire Chacon has been since entering. Long Beach has a free kick now just outside the 18-yard box. Zoe Willis will take it and more than likely launch it forward.
Drawn closer to halftime here. We'll see if Long Beach can try and dial up the aggression and get an attack in before the break.
Speaking of aggression, McKenna Irvine called for a foul. Looks like a clash of bodies between her and another substitute coming in for this later stages of the first half, Chifumi Sasaki, native of Tokyo, Japan. Gets out-muscled by Irvine, wins a foul, and Irvine off the free kick. Switch the point of attack from left to right. Irvine able to win the throw-in. On the right-hand side now, looking down the line. Looking for Chacon. Chacon, cross into the middle, collected calmly by Aurora Shuck. Cuts out the cross. That time it was looking for Fiona Shin. So the first half substitutes looking to combine here as this game has been given a breath of fresh air in the closing stages of the first half.
Shuck laid right on top of that one, made sure it was controlled.
Long ball forward, cleared away by Irvine. Fighting for the second ball is Antonucci. Header still up for grabs. Now a bouncing ball, Yukita giving chase, but Columbini gets there first. Just outside the 18, Columbini now cuts in field. Columbini rips his shot towards goal. Shuck off the post. Shuck did not get a touch to it. Long Beach lucky to escape as Mia Columbini was hungry for her second goal of the game.
Almost another great one by Columbini. What an effort to get that shot on goal. And like you said, Shuck did not get a piece of it. So if that shot was just a little bit further to the left, that would have really had a good chance to get in there.
The absolute whip on that shot from Columbini made it so hard to read, and you can see Aurora Shuck just tried to shuffle her feet, reacted a second too late. Lucky that it went off the post and out of bounds, or out towards midfield. Long Beach able to now feed the ball back to Shuck, send it up towards El Mokbel, who can't win the header. Physical play up there from El Mokbel as Irvine come again.
Columbini had gone straight from turned around towards her goal right at the top of the box and turned around and let it fly. It was an impressive kick, a lot of draw on it as it tailed down towards the goal. Long Beach got lucky that that caught the post.
Now a pair of high school teammates will enter for Long Beach State, Hannah Peters and Ruby Mansour. Both teammates together throughout their high school years. We'll get at least 3 minutes of action here at the end of half number one. We'll get those Long Beach substitutions to you as soon as possible. It looks like Julie Lopez, one of the two who will be relieved. So nearly a new look lineup in its entirety for Long Beach State as they look to see out this first half. Still 1-1 between the two sides. Jordan Candelaria striking first and Columbini, Mia Columbini that is, able to find the equalizer.
The two subs in for Long Beach, Ruby Mansour and Hannah Peters.
Lopez, one of the two who exited, and Logan Knighty will also get a bit of a break. We mentioned Mansour and Peters, high school teammates, both went to Clovis High School. Two freshmen, both seen significant time during stretches this season when Long Beach has turned to their freshmen, most notably on Thursday during that big win against Riverside. Mansour got 34 minutes.
It was a big freshman effort in Riverside once Long Beach went up.
Throw-in's going to come from Long Beach now on the left-hand side. Looking forward for Supa. Was Arnold, but it's won by Irvine. Ball into the 18 is deflected from Zoe Willis off of a Navy shirt and not away. Chasing it down off the deflection was Fiona Shin. Said it's out for a goal kick. Long Beach has 70 seconds here to not concede. You feel like Irvine are going to throw everything at Long Beach State as the wave has begun right in front of us, Bruce.
Long Beach continuing to be on their heels on defense. That was almost another good chance for Irvine, and you heard a couple of murmurs in this crowd of disappointment as Long Beach is not playing like their usual selves on defense through these last 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's Irvine who have definitely stepped up the pressure. Long Beach send the ball forward and it's cleared away. It'll be going for a Long Beach throw. It'll be taken quickly down the left sideline. Anteaters able to win the ball first again. Half clear it away. It's Peters that time fighting for it. McKenna Irvine steps in midfield, plays it back to Zoe Willis, who finds herself inside the center circle. Willis now playing in the midfield. Sorry, that's Hannah Peters in the midfield. Connie Yukita dispossessed just outside the 18-yard box. Irvine looking to play it forward. Long Beach fighting for the ball. Yukita wins it on the right sideline. 10 seconds to go here, and Zoe Willis will send the ball up top, looking for anybody to latch onto the end of it. 5 seconds now to go. And this first half, Bruce, will end 1-1 between Long Beach State and UC Irvine. Enthralling at times, yes. Both teams yet to flex their true attacking muscles, though. Jordan Candelaria scored the opener. Mia Colombini found the response and nearly found the second as well. Off the post just a few minutes before halftime. In these 15 minutes, Bruce, what's the message from Mauricio and Gracia?
Yeah, we saw Long Beach was pretty much in control early. They scored the first goal from Jordan Candelaria, but midway through that first half, things flipped on their head, and Ella Colombini really took over on the attack for Irvine. She scored one goal, as you said, put another off the post, so almost had a second. Irvine was on the attack and definitely in control through the second part of that first half. So I think for Gracia, it's about getting back to how Long Beach was playing at the beginning and staying composed.
We will have 14 minutes of radio for you coming this way on 22 West Radio. The kids in the stands will get a bit of a break heading towards those goals set up just behind the Long Beach net. Bruce Kuntz and JayDe Beaudry will see you on the other side of this break for second half action between Long Beach State and UC Irvine.
I got the text at 7 on the dot that my 80% of my hotspot data is gone. So good times. Hey, nice to meet you. Yeah. That's perfect to have a sweater on.
Welcome back to George Allen Field. JayDe Beaudry alongside Bruce Kuntz to bring you second half action between Long Beach State and the UC Irvine Anteaters. All knotted up at 1 apiece in that first half. Bruce Jordan Candelaria scored the first goal from a set-piece routine. Mia Colombini found the equalizer a few minutes later. We go into halftime all tied up. Second half about to get underway. What are you looking for as we go forward?
Looking for Long Beach to get back to the aggression they played with early on. It was all Irvine from about the midway point through that first half. Once they got on the board with Mia Colombini, impressive goal. Irvine kept the foot on the gas pedal and really controlled the rest of that first half. So Long Beach will need to get back to their regular game, get the confidence back in their defense, and try to control possession a little bit more often.
Looks like Long Beach State will also rock with a rotated lineup to begin this second half. Out comes Natel El Mokbel. Came in as a first half substitute. Will start the second half. Also returning to the lineup after being substituted late on, Logan Knighty returns. Looks like Long Beach State will also rock with a back four. Knighty on the left, in the middle, Antonucci, Zoe Willis, and on the right-hand side, Connie Yukita and Natalie Arnold. Fans returning to their seats, kids coming back from playing a little bit of halftime soccer, about ready to get back underway. Both these teams fighting to stay in contention near the top of the Big West table. Irvine attacking from left to right, Long Beach from right to left in this second half. We are underway once again from George Allen Field.
As you said, Irvine finds themselves in second place with 9 points so far on the conference schedule. Long Beach has only played 2 matches, so they're at 1 win and 1 draw further down, but plenty of chances to move up in the standings.
Currently topping the table with a 3-0-1 record is Fullerton, but a lot of teams in the Big West have gotten off to hot starts, able to beat up on some of the teams that haven't started the season too well. UC Irvine, one of those teams that is looking to return to the playoffs where they've historically made some great runs. A little bit more on that later in the broadcast. Early on here in the second half, it's Irvine controlling possession, looking to play out of the back. Long Beach applying a press as Irvine's able to play it to the left-hand side. Now skipping past her defender is Mia Columbini. Columbini now dispossessed. She's going one-on-one with Connie Yukita, it looks like, to start off this second half. That's a matchup to watch on the wings.
And some nice pressure being applied here from Long Beach on the Irvine half of the field, not letting the Anteaters breathe.
Long Beach wins the throw as the Anteaters are once again forced to clear it away. It'll be a throw in about 25 yards from goal on the right-hand side. Throw-in goes down the line, and it's returned. Cherry Cox, but out of bounds. Cherry Cox didn't call her name too much in the first half and kept relatively quiet after her return from 2-game suspension. Was met with a lot of fanfare. Obviously one of the greatest goal scorers in Long Beach State history. 4 goals away from 8th place on the all-time top scorers charts, but Irvine has done a great job of keeping her and Radisson Banks relatively quiet tonight, limiting their service, limiting their options going forward.
You have to remember with that, about to move into 8th place in the all-time list, Cherry Cox only in her junior season, so a lot of soccer left to play for her and a bigger chance to move up those leaderboards.
Irvine off the throw and is able to get possession inside the center circle, a few loose touches, and it's now clipped over the top. Antonucci forced into a header to the side for Logan Knighty. Chicken wing clearance, gets it away, but it comes back on a deflection. Now driving forward for Irvine is Clara Simpson. Sampson into the 18-yard box, saved by Aurora Shuck, and off the side netting. Didn't see too much of Clara Simpson in the first half, but off a deflection is able to skip past 2, put a shot on frame, and Aurora Shuck for the first time in a while forced into a save.
Yeah, Sampson only had one big play in the first half. She kind of drove right into the box up the middle and then got it kicked away. But that time Sampson, a nice play right on the right side, got it on the Shuck, but a better save.
It'll be a corner for UC Irvine. This right-hand corner flag right in front of us, Bruce, has seen a lot of action tonight. Standing over the ball is Trinity Morales. It'll be a right-footed out-swinging delivery. Irvine has put a few bodies on the back post, really a spread-out formation inside the box ahead of this set piece. Morales raises her hand. Will send this cross into a dangerous area towards that back post. A few Navy shirts rising for a header. Falls just inside the 18. Shuck forced into a save, but the offside flag goes up. It was a coordinated play, just like what we saw from Long Beach State in the first half, but Ariane Hazeman Boiler was supposed to be the beneficiary. Shuck makes sure nothing gets past her, and it'll be a goal kick following the offside decision.
Nice job by Long Beach to stay composed through all of the congestion there within their own goal box and prevent Irvine from getting a shot.
Shuck will now send everybody forward. It's going to be a long ball played off of this goal kick. Shuck booms it towards midfield. Logan Knighty rises for the header. Can't get there, so Irvine instead come the other way through Ella Columbini. Columbini to Simpson. Simpson dispossessed. Good foot in there by Brooklyn Antonucci. Antonucci looks down the line, and it'll go out of bounds instead. Antonucci a toe poke to clear it away, and you see Irvine coming out with a lot of pressure here in half number 2. Looking to keep Long Beach on their heels. The throw-in will come just inside the attacking half. Ella Columbini, the one to take it. Columbini having started 12 of 13 games this season. Columbini sisters still looking for their first goal contribution together this season, both in their 3rd year at UC Irvine. Ella, the 5'2" senior midfielder. El Mockbell now fights with Columbini. Columbini comes away with it and will now drive forward. In stepping is Jordan Candelaria. 35 yards from goal to fall to El Mockbell. El Mockbell tries to play a low pass to Radisson Banks. And the Anteaters are able to step in front of it. It'll be a throw-in for Long Beach.
Looking for Banks to have a big second half here. She got shut down through that first half and was getting frustrated before she got subbed out.
Radisson Banks played 90 minutes against Hawaii. One of only a few 90-minute performances she's put in this season. A relentless runner up there for Long Beach State, but tonight hasn't gotten too much service. And just as we saw in the first half, Bruce, a little flyover to get us started.
I believe that's number 4 tonight.
Willis coming to clear and sending it into the stands before Hazeman Boiler could get there. Irvine has worked it methodically down the right sideline now.
Nonchalantly turned away by somebody's dad.
Strong hands. Ella Columbini, the throw-in, finds nobody. Antonucci will clear it away. El Mockbell trying to save it from going out of bounds, but it'll be another Irvine throw-in. A few throw-ins in quick succession as we approach the 51st minute. Ella Columbini gets it in this time to a Navy shirt. It's played back by Morales. Now sent across the box by Ivy Williams. Goes all the way through, though. It's going to be Yukita giving chase with Mia Columbini. Columbini able to win it and play it back. Irvine on the left-hand side now have plenty of options in the box to aim for. Long Beach playing a high line. The cross comes in, and it's way over everybody's head. It'll go out of bounds for a goal kick. That's some gutsy defensive calls from Mauricio Ingracia there as Irvine relentlessly attack. Irvine can't get past the top of the box. So many white shirts lining up, just trying to play a really high offside trap.
Yeah, that last play, Kana Ukita came up empty as she went to try and clear it, so Irvine almost got an opportunity out of it, but the Beach still able to shut it down.
Madison Banks fighting for possession. Ball's deflected, and it's back in the direction of Ziller, who has to step in front of it and clear it away. It'll be a throw-in for Long Beach State. You see Madison Banks starting to get a little bit more involved, which means he drops into a deeper position into the Long Beach midfield. The throw-in will be 35 yards from goal on the right-hand side. Looks like Yukita's going to be the one to take it. Looks down the line as she did earlier. Banks fighting for the ball. 2 Navy shirts around her. She's dispossessed. The clearance is high, bouncing. Simpson able to get ahead to it. No foul called. She loses track of the ball. Able to find it again. Not before Julie Lopez clears it upfield in the direction of Banks. It's out of bounds again for a throw-in. Throw-in's going to be taken quickly. Looking for El Mockbell in the box. The deflection gets it to her. El Mockbell, 4 Navy shirts around her, is dispossessed. So much of this early second half being played along the wings. Now Sherry Cox dancing forward. Cox inside the 18. Goes down. No foul call. Dispossessed. That time Susta Baker stepping in front of her. Irvine's trying to get it outside of their own attacking third without conceding another throw-in.
It was the first time really tonight that we've seen one of Long Beach's attackers step in and try to go in aggressively and do it themselves. We saw that was how Irvine scored their first goal from Mia Columbini, and Terry Cox tried to pull out a solo move of her own there, but then got shut down.
Throw-ins after throw-ins after throw-ins again, this time for Long Beach State, right in front of their own bench. It'll be a throw-in down the line. Looking for a white shirt. Radisson Banks is there, dispossessed. Irvine clears it upfield. It stays in bounds, looking for Simpson. Matched one-on-one with Willis. Long Beach wins the second ball off the deflection. He's able to play it centrally to Antonucci inside the center circle. Antonucci surveys, clips the ball forward in the direction of Banks. Banks has some space to time. Banks has space and time to turn, but is instead called for offsides. Irvine responding with a high line of their own. They take the free kick quickly. Rapid stuff here to start half number 2.
Long Beach is controlling possession a little bit better here in the second half. The ball has been on that attacking side for Long Beach more than it was by the end of that first half.
Aurora Shuck gets the ball just outside her own 18-yard area. Will distribute it upfield to Logan Knighty. Knighty on the first touch tries to get it to El Mockbell. Instead, that ball is cut out. Candelaria now called for the handball. Put her hands up as Ivy Williams clipped the ball over her. Ivy Williams, the Thousand Oaks, California native. Tonight, her 32nd straight start. Eclipsed 2,500 career minutes on Thursday against UC Davis.
Could be a chance here for Irvine.
It's Columbini cutting in on the left-hand side, sending it across along the 18. Top of the box, headed away from Natalie Arnold. And it'll be a throw-in for UC Irvine.
Good work there from Arnold as that pass was barreling into the box. Just stepped up and got it out of there.
Throw-in for UC Irvine, 20 yards from goal on the left-hand side. They're able to get it in, play a neat 1-2, and now Yukita giving chase. Irvine will have to play it back, now clip it over the top and forward. Offside flag stays down. Natalie Arnold gets skipped past, and this could be real danger here. Cross comes in, and it's headed away. A half clearance from the striker, Mia Villapando, the midfielder, in an advanced position. Got the cross, 3 yards from goal, heads it straight over the bar. Don't think she knew too much about that one, Bruce.
Villapando just missed that time. If she had better positioning, she might have had a good chance for a goal there, but the header just popped right up in the air and over the top of the goal. No need for Aurora Shuck to step in and make a save.
Shuck will take the goal kick once again. She hasn't been too busy tonight, but has already made a crucial save. Aurora Shuck on the night. 2 saves officially credited to her line, and Long Beach will make their first substitution of this second half.
That last play there was another good chance for Irvine. So far tonight, JayDe, after Long Beach got the first goal, it's really been all Irvine. The best chances have come for the Anteaters, and you can add another one to the tally here early in the second half.
Kylie Perez is going to come in for Connie Yukita, so a defensive change. Kylie Perez, the San Diego transfer in her second season with Long Beach State. Hasn't seen too much action. Most of her appearances have come off the bench. Comes in to relieve Connie Yukita, who's been matched up with the Columbini sisters all night long. A foul called in the midfield. It's going to go the way of UC Irvine. A free kick now just inside the center circle.
Yet another one here. Irvine was able to build from a free kick into a decent opportunity last time just a couple of minutes ago. We'll see if the Anteaters can take advantage here again. Long Beach starting to get back onto their heels like they were in that first half. Going to try and turn it around quickly here and prevent Irvine from jumping ahead.
It's a high line off the free kick from Long Beach State. About 20 yards from goal. Everybody's matched up one-on-one. Trinity Morales is standing over the free kick. She'll now send it in, a clipped cross to the top of the 18, headed away strongly by Antonucci, but not out just yet. Willis heads away the second ball. Long Beach still trying to clear their lines, but Morales comes all the way forward and wins it. Now it falls inside the 18. The shot at goal, over the bar. Beautiful chance from Ariane Hassman-Boiler, and it goes begging. Aurora Shuck caught in no man's land, did just enough to put off Boiler, and it's still 1-1. What a chance from UC Irvine.
Another golden opportunity, that time for Hassman-Boiler. She just sailed it right over the top of the goalpost, but that goal was pretty much wide open. Shuck had to step up and try and deny the angle, but that was a golden opportunity for Hassman-Boiler. She cannot take advantage. Now Long Beach got lucky again there. That's the second time Irvine has had a wide open goal but missed it.
Long Beach trying to play out of the back. A few errant passes, give a throw into UC Irvine. Ella Colombini comes to the sideline to collect it. Will look to get it in quickly. Finds Villapando. Villapando, loose touch infield. Willis shanks the clearance, still inside the Long Beach 18 and not cleared away. Colombini comes away with it and will be dispossessed by 90, only as far as a throw-in. Irvine, one-way traffic through 57 minutes, still 1-1. Now Colombini's going to let the throw be taken instead by Haley Clinigan.
Can feel the momentum here with the Anteaters. Long Beach on their heels again and just trying to stay alive and keep this thing tied.
Clinigan winds up for the long throw, will deliver it inside the 18. Headed on and headed towards the end line. Colombini coming to chase it down, still in bounds. El Mockbell, the forward, will clear it away out towards midfield. Another flight coming into the Long Beach Regional Airport as Villapando possesses 35 yards from goal. A few deflections, gets it right back to Villapando, and Irvine still trying to play direct football here out to the top of the 18-yard box. It's going to fall to Simpson, who will now play it back. Irvine looking to play the possession game now as white shirts stream back to defend. Simpson towards the end line. Loose touch, shoved off the ball, no foul called. Strong defending from Zoe Willis, and it'll be a goal kick for Long Beach State.
Sampson went down hard there past the end line, but good defense from Long Beach. The biggest thing here, bend but don't break. Long Beach has been on their heels these last few minutes, but has prevented Irvine from scoring a goal.
Very physical game as well. 13 fouls so far between the two teams. Irvine with 7 of them, Long Beach with 6. Both goalkeepers forced into a pair of saves so far. Still tied up at 1-1 as Aurora Shuck launches the goal kick towards midfield. Heading it on is Hannah Peters. Both teams fighting for possession. It falls back to Peters. Peters tries a neat little spin, but is dispossessed instead. Irvine will look to break down the right-hand side of their attack. Ella Colombini, one-on-one against 90. She'll dance. Here goes Colombini, playing it down the sideline. Boiler tries to send it across, but it's blocked off by Antonucci. Good work from Antonucci, standing her ground. It'll go out past the end line for a corner kick. Another one tonight. The second for UC Irvine, and the second one in this right-hand corner. Long Beach looking to ready a change. They'll take it after the set piece, though. Trinity Morales ready to deliver.
Brooklyn Antonucci has still had a strong match, but now another good chance here for Irvine. They're stacking them up and going to look to come through finally.
Same set play we saw earlier. Loaded at the back post are the Anteaters. Morales looking to deliver a right-footed in-swinger from the right-hand side. Outswinger, excuse me. Here goes Morales. The outswinging delivery floated towards the crossbar. Awkward delivery. Never really gets in bounds. Lands on the top of the net. Aurora Shuck watches it over with ease. And now the change will be made for Long Beach State.
Not what Trinity Morales was looking to do there. Just floated it right on top of the goal. No chance for Irvine to do anything with that corner kick.
And out goes Natel El Mockbell. A very short cameo at the end of the first half, and through 60 minutes in the second half, put in her best shift. Back in comes Kaylee Supa, who we saw in the first half, once again fresh off a goal against UC Riverside on Thursday. So El Mockbell on the bench, Supa back up top. Another offensive change for Mauricio Ingracia. Shuck launches the goal kick, this time towards the right sideline. Plenty of shirts try to win it. It's Long Beach who comes away. Kaylee Supa's first involvement is to touch it back. Ball played back to Zoe Willis, but it's an awkward one. Willis has to get it out of bounds as Irvine now with a throw in 23 yards from goal on the left sideline, taken quickly down towards the end line. Cross attempted to be, Simpson attempted to send in a cross but couldn't get it in there. Cleared away by Long Beach. Irvine continued to pin Long Beach inside their own defensive third.
Been a while since Long Beach had possession over on their attacking side.
Right now it's Sherry Cox and Kaylee Supa, the lone forwards outside the 18. Everybody else inside the box as they're ready for a long throw to be delivered. Throw-in comes into a dangerous area at the near post, headed on towards Simpson, and Simpson's shot goes just wide. Aurora Shuck rooted to the spot, saw it go beyond her right post. Another goal kick for Long Beach State as UC Irvine continues to knock on the door.
Irvine's attack has been stifling so far in the second half.
Long ball launched forward in the direction of Banks, and Banks finally takes a touch and is able to split two defenders. Will change the point of attack from right to left for Logan Knighty. Now Knighty can drive forward. Navy shirt streaming back to defend. Knighty dispossessed at the first opportunity. That looks like Columbini, and now Columbini will drive forward. Candelaria giving chase, slowing up. Excuse me, not Columbini. That was Villapondo, and Villapondo goes down. Foul called against Candelaria. Anteaters, even when faced with the Long Beach State counterattack, able to step in front of it quickly, and they'll have another dangerous free kick. This time it's just inside halfway, and they'll pack the top of the box once again. Long Beach doing their best to hold on to this high line and keep it 1-1 here in the 63rd minute.
As soon as Long Beach looked like they were going on the attack, Knighty got quickly dispossessed.
Delivery comes in, it's high to the top of the box, still floating, still going, headed away to the top of the 18. Radisson Banks waiting for it, tries to turn but is dispossessed. Irvine able to possess just outside the 18. Long Beach still holding a high line. A shot comes in from distance, and it's way over the bar. That shot not troubling Aurora Shuck in the least. Comes back, comes from the midfield, and
I believe it was Ivy Williams there that let that one fly from beyond the 18-yard box.
Thank you, Bruce. These numbers getting a little harder to see as the lights get brighter at George Allen Field. UC Irvine in navy uniforms with yellow numbers. One of the more commentary-friendly kick combos we've seen so far this season. Low goal kick goes to the midfield for Hannah Peters. Tries to link up with Kaylee Supa going forward, but Irvine win the ball back. Columbini, left side, will drive forward, past a few. Feeds the ball down towards the end line, and giving chase was Bowler, who can't get there. It feels like I'm having deja vu here, Bruce. Another goal kick for Long Beach State. It's because Irvine doesn't have the numbers forward to put together a solid attack, but Long Beach, for their own part, can't get it out of their own half.
Irvine just continues to press on the attack. They're waiting for Long Beach to make one mistake, and then they'll be ready to pounce.
Long goal kick gets Cherry Cox involved at midfield. She plays it back for Knighty. Knighty surveying her options. Doesn't have many. Will play it back to Cox just beyond midfield. Cox looking forward. Plays a neat 1-2 with Radisson Banks. Now Cherry Cox driving towards the top of the 18. Cherry Cox still going. 3 Navy shirts around her, and she's dispossessed. Tried to go at it alone. Nobody up there to help Cherry Cox, and as Irvine break forward, Candelaria commits another foul. Jordan Candelaria, the defensive midfielder, forced into a few hard collisions, that time with Trinity Morales. It'll be a goal kick for the Anteaters.
8th foul now of the match that time for Long Beach State. They're trying to up the physicality and stop this UC Irvine attack, but that time Candelaria a little too aggressive.
We saw a very physical game a few weeks ago when Long Beach took on Hawaii right here at George Allen Field. That time the referees let a lot more go as both teams were incredibly physical with one another. A very hard-fought 0-0 draw. As now Radisson Banks goes down, but the referee plays advantage. Long Beach able to win the second ball. Banks is still down clutching her leg, but play continues. Logan Knighty holds on to the ball for too long, and it's cleared away and out of bounds for a Long Beach throw. Radisson Banks gets up gingerly, but looks like she's going to be okay.
Good to see Banks back up on her feet. She was rolling around there holding that right ankle for a couple of seconds, but then as soon as the whistle wasn't blown, she's back up and moving around all right.
That's the toughness of Radisson Banks personified right there. She's still walking it off. It was a hard, high challenge. Referee plays advantage instead of awarding a foul. Long Beach a throw in now 35 yards from goal, left-hand side. Knighty takes it down the line. Long Beach looking to win the second ball, and looks like Cherry Cox is going to be called for a foul now. Whistles coming thick and fast for both teams. So we approach the 66th minute, still 1-1 here at George Allen Field.
Long Beach just hoping to find some sort of consistent pressure on the attack. Every time they start to get something going, then they get dispossessed. Irvine playing well on defense here in the second half.
Remind you of what's in the balance tonight for both teams. Not only a spot near the top of the Big West table, but UC Irvine having won 4 of their last 5. Looking to continue a hot run of form On the other side, Long Beach State unbeaten since September 4th. 5 matches straight unbeaten, including 2 to open the Big West Conference schedule. Candelaria now will exit. In comes Amira White, the freshman to replace her. Long Beach in that first half conceded for the first time in Big West Conference play. It's 1-1 now as the throw-in is taken and will be taken again after it's headed away. Natalie Arnold ranging up into the midfield now to take it. About 25 yards from goal on the right-hand side.
Like you said, it's a long streak, over a month now since Long Beach lost their last match, so trying to stay alive. They did have a long week off in the middle of that stretch. They've only played 2 conference games so far, but nonetheless, that's a significant streak that they're looking to keep intact as we enter the 67th minute.
After tonight against UC Irvine, Long Beach State will go on the road to Bakersfield to place the Roadrunners and then go to Davis to face UC Davis before returning to George Allen Field on October 16th to face Cal Poly, who went unbeaten in their non-conference schedule. Former Long Beach State midfielder Julia Moore playing a big role up in San Luis Obispo. Long Beach State off the throw-in, able to win the second ball. Madison Banks looking to create something here. She goes down again, no foul called. Anteaters able to win possession back. Near the end line, they'll launch it forward towards midfield. Zoe Willis having none of it will send it right back into the mixer. Anteaters come away with it again. A low ball looking forward is cut out by Kylie Perez. Madison Banks lets that ball go all the way through to Sherry Cox. Really sloppy stuff now in the midfield from both teams as they're unable to string 2 passes together. Willis, another long clearance, and this one is going to go all the way through into the arms of Lauren Ziller, who will look to settle things down, and both teams really, Bruce, need to regain their shape in this moment.
Yeah, both sides, like you said, got frantic there right at the midfield, unable to string together any kind of an attack. We're just trading possession back and forth.
Ziller launches the ball off the pseudo goal kick. Took a lot of time to get that one up and running. And a foul is called now against Amira White, and a bit of afters between Amira White and Hazelman Boiler. You see White is going to be matched up with a Boiler as long as she's in the game. Told Boiler to get up after that foul call, and it'll be a free kick inside the Long Beach half, about 5 yards infield from the center circle. Morales, once again the set piece taker. This time both teams line up on top of the 18-yard box. Defensive alignments being made from Long Beach State. All 10 white shirts behind the ball. The delivery from Morales is clipped in. Towards the end line, it'll go all the way through for another Long Beach State goal kick.
UC Irvine has had plenty of free kick opportunities so far in the second half. Have to be honest, they haven't really taken advantage of them. The only chances that Irvine has had, and they've had a couple good ones, but they've all come off of just regular attacks, no free kicks being taken advantage of. And now it looks like we'll have another foul.
Another foul, another free kick. As you mentioned, Bruce, this time Antonucci forced to pull down the woman in front of her. Gets a yellow card for it. That time skipping in front of her was, I believe, Trinity Morales.
This is the first lapse tonight for Antonucci. She's had a really strong match, but that time she was getting beat and dragged Morales down to stop the play.
Morales, after being dragged down and after the yellow card is assessed, Brooklyn Antonucci will deliver another set piece. This time it's 10 yards outside the 18-yard box on the left-hand side. It'll be a left-footed in-swinging delivery from Morales. Everybody, once again, lined up at the top of the box. You wonder just how much longer Long Beach State can hold on. It's been one-way traffic as Morales raises her right hand. Clip delivery, not a good one, to the top of the 18-yard box. Columbini heads it on, calls for a handball, and Long Beach will be able to escape with a free kick here. It was Kylie Perez causing some problems. A half clearance goes off a hand, and Long Beach will have a free kick just outside their own 18.
It was not a good set-piece pass from Morales there. Sent it outside of the 18-yard box. Not what Irvine was looking for, and they continue to not take it full advantage of their free kick chances.
From a position like that, you'd expect Morales to at least cause Aurora Shuck some trouble as Shuck sends everybody forward. She's going to have a tired right leg after tonight, sends another booming goal kick up past midfield. Peters, the freshman, is dispossessed, and Irvine look to come the other way. A few deflected passes. The Anteaters still stream forward. Peters with a flying deflection. Still can't get it clear. It falls to Peters a third time, and this time it's half cleared up the field. Referee has had enough of the physical play, and it's another free kick to Long Beach State. So many whistles, so many stoppages in this second half so far through 70 minutes. Still tied, though, at 1-1.
9 fouls apiece for these two sides now.
And Hannah Peters, a few plays ago, is going to be assessed a yellow card. More yellow cards than we've seen in any single game this season for Long Beach State. Zoe Willis takes the free kick low. It's deflected away just outside the UC Irvine 18-yard box, and now the Anteaters will ready a change. Looking to right the ship are both teams. Some sloppy soccer being played tonight at George Allen Field.
It's been Irvine that has had so many chances to try and pull away and get a second goal, but they haven't taken full advantage. As you said, both teams playing sloppy, but Irvine is the side that are very close to breaking through, and Long Beach remains on their heels.
Hannah Peters, after being assessed a yellow card, is subbed off in favor of Jordan Candelaria, the first half goal scorer. Irvine, some throw-ins down the sideline, can't get anybody to latch on to the end of them. It'll be a throw-in now for Long Beach State, just outside the Anteaters bench. And this is a perfect time now, Bruce, to talk about some of the historic success that UC Irvine has had. Scott Juniper, in his 16th season, has really coached UC Irvine to be a strong regular season team, but an even better postseason team. As the ball is fed over the top briefly now, giving chase to it is Supa. It's cleared away into the midfield. In 2022, UC Irvine snuck into the Big West tournament on the very last day of the season as the 6th seed, got overtime wins in the tournament against Fullerton and UC Davis, and then a resounding 3-0 win in the Big West final over Long Beach State sent them to the NCAA tournament, where they've pulled off some huge upsets. Down went number 14 USC in the first round, then Brown University on penalty kicks, and then in their first Sweet 16 since 2010, they lost to number 3 Alabama 3-1.
Yeah, it's a couple of long-tenured head coaches with Scott Juniper and Mauricio Ingracia going toe-to-toe tonight. It's once again a kick from the sideline for Irvine here.
It'll be another in-swinging delivery from a further position, this time to the top of the 18, cleared away. Back as far as the set-piece taker. Irvine tried to play it down the sideline as Radisson Banks is able to latch onto it. Banks goes down, a hard collision. You hear the cheers from the Irvine bench as no foul is called. A few bodies hit the floor, and Irvine able to come away with it. Supa wins the ball back. Half clearance goes inside the Long Beach half to Radisson Banks. 3 Navy shirts around her. She tries to twist and turn away. Radisson Banks goes down again, acrobatically. No foul called, and now a foul is going to be called against Kaylee Supa. Radisson Banks is irate in the face of our official. It'll be another free kick for UC Irvine. Radisson Banks lucky to escape without a yellow card. She has been frustrated all night long. Joseph Salinas having none of her arguments, though. Another free kick for UC Irvine.
There's a lot of contact from both sides there. Hazeman Boiler originally went down, and then eventually Supa gets tagged.
Fiona Shum to deliver, just came in as a substitute. Can't get it past Kylie Perez at the top of the box. Irvine recycles possession back towards midfield. Still, Long Beach playing a back 7 at the moment off these set pieces. Radisson Banks is muscled off the ball, and finally a foul is called in favor of Radisson Banks. Banks was ready to get up screaming again, shoulder to shoulder that time with Columbini. And Arnold will now step over the free kick, ready to take it. Emotions running high here in the 73rd minute. This a UC Irvine team that missed the Big West tournament last season in 2024 after probably the most memorable season in recent history in 2023, where they upset number 1 UCLA in the first round of the NCAA tournament. In 2023, they once again entered the Big West tournament as a 5 seed, ran the table to the final. Once again made the Sweet 16 following that historic upset. Scott Juniper at the helm for all of it. Another foul called, and it's Long Beach State ready to take the free kick. Kylie Perez sends it long, looking for Supa. Supa heads it on. Radisson Banks will give chase towards the end line after she's able to hook it forward. Can't get onto the auto passe, and now we'll see UC Irvine come forward through the midfield. Controlling the ball centrally is Shum, and she'll play it back. Irvine switching the point of attack to the right-hand side now. Ball over the top is going to go begging. Hazeman Boiler in the area along with Brooklyn Antonucci and Bruce. Long Beach State ready to make another change here.
Yet another sub coming in. There's been some frustration starting to show through for Long Beach State, so not surprising to see Ingracia turn to the bench and try and get some cooler heads on the field. It's Logan Knighty who's heading off here for Long Beach State. Connor Akita subbing back in.
We'll take you around the Big West in a moment here. There's been a shocker in the late game happening simultaneously. We'll get that score to you in just a moment. After the throw-in goes from Kylie Perez down the sideline, Irvine able to clear it up and away. Perez now matched up one-on-one with Boiler. Boiler plays it back to Columbini. Columbini back towards her own goal. Skips past Cherry Cox and will now play it infield. Ivy Williams inside the center circle, plays it forward. A few loose touches, both teams fighting for the ball. Shum comes away with it. Irvine's number 10 will spray it to the left-hand side. Plenty of white shirts giving chase. Arnold, the first one there. I believe it's Simpson who's cutting in field. Will send across the 18. It's cleared away. In the midfield, it's Supa who wins it. Plays it back to Candelaria, and Candelaria is dispossessed. Here come Irvine again. A strong challenge put in just outside the 18 by Brooklyn Antenucci. What a game she's having.
It was Antenucci who had the original clear and then now a slide tackle. Antenucci is showing out tonight. Only one lapse has been that yellow card, but otherwise it's been a nearly perfect match for Antenucci.
Amira White able to possess. She's just been consistent since coming on here in the second half. Out of bounds, the ball goes. It'll be a throw in down the sideline. 76th minute now, still 1-1 here at George Allen Field. The temperature continues to drop. The sky continues to darken as Radisson Banks gives chase down the sideline, and she'll win a corner kick for Long Beach State. The first corner, really the first breath of fresh air for Long Beach State in this second half, Bruce, and it comes in the 76th minute.
A good thing for Long Beach, even as they've been on their heels, they've managed to not allow Irvine to take a lead. So all you need now is one thing to go your way, and Long Beach could still find themselves back ahead.
It'll be Amira White standing over the corner kick to deliver. Plays it short to Radisson Banks. Banks will tap it back to White. White, a high clipped ball to the near post, will fall inside the 18. Arnold on the end of it, looking to play it back to Antenucci, but it's cleared away instead out to Aurora Shucks territory inside the Long Beach half.
Interesting choice to go soft there on the corner kick after Long Beach's only goal came on a more aggressive corner.
And now in the midfield, Amira White fights for possession and goes down. We promised an update from the rest of the Big West. Already some matches in the books tonight. Fullerton takes down Davis 2-0. UC San Diego and CSUN play to a 0-0 draw. Santa Barbara and Bakersfield play a tightly contested 1-0 match, but it's Santa Barbara who comes out on top, and that shocker, as promised, in UC Riverside tonight. The Highlanders up 3-0 as it stands 30 minutes into the first half against Hawaii, the reigning Big West regular season champions. An absolute shocker if the Highlanders can pull off their first win, not only of the conference schedule, but of the season, full stop.
That's a huge surprise. Long Beach already drew a draw with Hawaii in their first conference game, but after that, Long Beach went to UC Riverside and just absolutely controlled that match, wound up winning it 3-0. That is not the expected result there between Hawaii and UC Riverside.
UC Riverside, a team that since 2018 has won just 6 conference games, coming off a season where they failed to win a single conference game in 2024 and only 2 wins in 2023, another winless season in 2022. What a huge result that would be over Hawaii. Like we said, just 31 minutes into the first half, this would take UC Riverside off the bottom. Hawaii yet to register a single shot on target through half an hour.
Riverside has been the punching bag in the Big West here these last few years, so Hawaii was certainly not expecting to go on the road and have to struggle through that match. Like you said, only 30 minutes in, but Riverside already ahead 3 goals.
This could be a huge swing at the top of the table as well if Long Beach State or UC Irvine could pull out a second goal inside the final 15 minutes now. Irvine from the throw-in looked to launch a ball down the sideline, giving chases Zoe Willis, and she's not going to take any chances. Sends it out of bounds. That time, Heyman Bolaire giving chase. It's been Ariane Heyman Bolaire who's been running nonstop tonight, latching on to those long balls. That time gives Zoe Willis enough pressure to win a throw-in for the Anteaters. It'll be 25 yards from goal, just outside the 18-yard box on the left-hand side. Irvine once again packed the box. So many white shirts back to defend. Long throw comes into the 18. Headed down, but not away. Still inside the 18. Takes 3 bounces. Still not away. The shot comes from Shum over the crossbar. Fiona Shum nearly pulls up the spectacular. Long Beach would have had their head in their hands there, Bruce. So many opportunities to clear it away, and they just couldn't.
That was another one that did not miss by much. UC Irvine continuing to get some quality chances, but they just cannot take advantage. Long Beach, I think, simultaneously getting lucky as well as just barely holding off this Irvine attack.
Down the sideline, Long Beach go looking for Amira White. White is dispossessed. Irvine in the midfield, looking to put together a few passes. White steps in, but there to clean up the danger is Ivy Williams. Ivy Williams, the midfield stalwart for this Anteaters team, now on the ball once again. Williams looks over the top, looking for Hazeman Bolaire. Antenucci giving chase, blocking off the shot. Bolaire still inside the 18, now goes down. Penalty! Antenucci commits herself inside the 18 on a sliding challenge on a dead ball. Bolaire goes down, and there can be no protests about it. 79th minute, and UC Irvine with a golden chance to go ahead.
We've already talked so much about the match that Brooklyn Antenucci has had. There was one yellow card that was really her only lapse, and now she picks up a huge penalty. Irvine with a massive chance here to try and get ahead.
12 yards from Aurora Shuck lies Maria Villapando, who will now hand the ball off to the woman who won the penalty, Ariane Hazeman-Bolaire, the 5'10" sophomore forward. Has not scored in a UC Irvine uniform. Now with a huge chance to put the Anteaters ahead. She's going to measure herself from the spot, take 3 steps, 4 steps back, and 1 to the side. The approach, the shot, saved by Shuck! Aurora Shuck has pulled off a spectacular save, and now Long Beach can look to clear their lines. What a moment for Aurora Shuck. She guessed right. Irvine now send the ball back to the top of the 18 for Shum. This crowd is shocked as Aurora Shuck has pulled off the improbable here at George Allen Field.
What a move from Shuck. Dove straight to her left, as you said, guessed the right direction. Hazeman-Bolaire had a perfect chance there, but just chose the wrong side. Absolute denial from Aurora Shuck right when Long Beach needed it most.
Aurora Shuck has made a few saves today after a relatively quiet season to this point. Maybe no save bigger than that. 10 minutes to go here, still 1-1, as both teams will now reset and continue to fight for that game-winning goal. Antenucci goes down. It's her and Hazeman-Bolaire who collided inside the center circle. Antenucci's down, holding her head. A strong collision as Antenucci now fights to get back to her feet. And a breath of calm falls over George Allen Field after a frantic exchange. Antenucci's still down here, looking to catch her breath. Bruce, what a moment that was, and what a moment now for Long Beach to take a break.
There's a hard collision there. Antenucci back up on her feet, looking like she'll be okay, thankfully. But what a save that was from Aurora Shuck. The junior has played every minute in goal so far this season for Long Beach State and absolutely came through right in crunch time there. That free kick might have been the difference in this game if UC Irvine was able to move ahead by a goal. Long Beach not with very much time to try and get it back. It looks like we'll have a timeout.
Yeah, we're going to see Jeff Joyner come out to attend to Brooklyn Antenucci, the referee ordering everybody back to their benches as this is concussion protocol.
Antenucci back on her feet and walking off.
UC Irvine went to go back to their bench to get some instructions. They were turned away, though, by the referee. Long Beach, a full sprint over to their bench. Mauricio and Gracia still relaying some instructions. They've taken this as a full timeout. Antenucci still walking off the pitch. She's going to be okay, but Long Beach State able to get some instructions during that short break with just over 10 minutes to go. We're going to need to bring in a concussion substitute for Brooklyn Antenucci now. Out goes Connie Yukita. Logan Knighty will return. So now the back line for Long Beach State from left to right looks like Logan Knighty, Kylie Perez, Zoe Willis, and Natalie Arnold. A very different look in the latter stages here for Long Beach State. Long free kick, hoofed forward, header to the top of the box. White can't win the second ball as Irvine play a few short passes, look to play it out from their own half. Can't get it beyond midfield, and Zoe Willis will clip a long ball over the top and forward looking for Radisson Banks. Banks touches it back. Long Beach still with possession. Cherry Cox tries to shoulder it to Banks on top of the 18, but can't get there. Irvine once again a long ball forward, cut out by Kylie Perez inside the 81st minute now, less than 10 to go. 1-1 here between Long Beach State and UC Irvine. If you're just joining us, Jordan Candelaria opened the score, and Mia Colombini got the equalizer. And moments ago, Aurora Shuck with a huge penalty save on Ariane Hazeman-Bolaire. Long Beach has the throw in now, and they'll ready a few more changes. Irvine will make some changes as well, Bruce, but these are some nervy moments for both teams. You see, nobody's going to be pulling punches inside the last 10 minutes.
Definitely expecting the aggressiveness to be dialed up for both these sides, especially UC Irvine as they try and keep their foot on the gas. They've come so close with multiple golden opportunities here in this second half, but just haven't been able to break through. Have to give credit to Long Beach's defense for keeping this thing tied.
We'll get those substitutions to you in a moment, but first the throw in to the top of the 18-yard box. Shum looks infield. A few passes go through the 18-yard box. And one thing the stats won't show, Bruce, is just how many times UC Irvine has not been able to connect going forward. They only have 4 shots on goal. Long Beach has 3. But from those stats, you wouldn't understand that it would be one-way traffic for most of this game. Irvine, so many chances, so many set pieces that just have not resulted in any shots on goal. But we're looking for something more substantial here in the final few proceedings.
That was another chance there that Mariah Villalpando was just